Dear students, today we will do the last chapter from your prose section in Hornbill. It is a drama, a play, the Browning version. It is written by Terence Rattigan. Rattigan was a famous playwright who worked mostly about middle class and middle class settings. He used natural settings to which we could relate. This play is an extract from a bigger play, the Browning version. It tells us about, this extract particularly tells us about a die-hard teacher who faces severe criticism from all his colleagues and students because he is strict, disciplined, and he is not casual. Probably he comes from an old school of teaching where quality teaching was more important than being popular. This is a conversation between a younger teacher, Frank, who is a science teacher, and a 5th grade student, Taplow. Taplow has come to the housemaster's quarters for extra work. It is revealed that housemaster is Mr. Crocker Harris, who is a Latin teacher, and this scene is set in his quarters. Taplow is seen waiting for Mr. Harris when Frank finds him and they strike up a conversation. In the conversation, Frank comes to know that Taplow is waiting for his result, which will be declared by Mr. Crocker Harris tomorrow only, and not as other teachers do unofficially and relieve the students. And Taplow has been called by Crocker Harris for extra work because he missed on a class last week. Frank also comes to know that Taplow wants to take up science if he passes, but because he does not know for sure, he is still waiting for his decision. This shows the unique quality of Crocker Harris. He does not reveal the result till the term end, as has been declared by the headmaster. Other teachers do that unofficially. Shows that he is different from other teachers and does not take a casual approach. He follows the rules. Taplow is also not expecting that Mr. Harris will give him any extra credits for today's extra work. As Harris has already told him that he will get only what he deserves, no more, no less. In the process, Taplow starts mimicking Crocker Harris, and Frank enjoys it, and he even asks him to repeat it. Taplow then remembers that he respects Crocker Harris. He says that he was taken in, but he really respects him. He is in awe of him and does not consider him a sadist, as the popular perception is. He is only a nut, a shriveled nut without emotions, who doesn't care if he is liked or not, if he is loved or not, if he is popular or not. He just wants to teach the best. That is all. Meanwhile, Frank also asks him to cut as in go away, as Mr. Harris is late. But Taplow is so afraid that Mr. Harris will follow him home that he doesn't budge from there. This shows that Crocker Harris had a reputation of dedication, and it evinced a lot of respect from all the students. Though the popular perception was that he was not liked, but he was respected. Students were in awe of him. Meanwhile, Millie Crocker, Mrs. Harris, comes in, and she tells Taplow to go away because Mr. Crocker will be late. But he does not budge. In fact, he is baffled why he is being asked to go. He does not budge away. Then Millie assures him that she will take the blame and hands him a prescription for an excuse. This is where the play ends, where Taplow finally is convinced and leaves, and Frank and Millie Crocker are left there. Now, this is all the play is about, but we have to understand the references and themes in the play. First is the reference to Agamemnon. Agamemnon, as a hero, was a strict and adamant and frightening person. Similarly, Crocker Harris is strict, adamant, frightening. He is one of the most feared teachers in the school. Then there is a theme of success as failure. Harris is considered a failure because he is unpopular. He is not considered popular. He has not achieved anything else in life except being a classical scholar. But his success lies in the fact that his students are in awe of him. They respect him. He commands a certain respect that is not for any other teacher in the school. The title is also important. It is a translated version of Agamemnon plays an important role in this play, as there are references to Agamemnon and how Taplow finds it very difficult. And the original play was translated by Robert Browning from Greek to English. That is why the Browning version.